start. Good, my friends, this is Jeff Arcus. Welcome again to the daily webinar. Today, we are Tuesday, 17th of December 2019. Remind you, this webinar is not meant to be a financial advice. This is only a education presentation. Please consider terms and conditions before you continue and when you receive this recording. Thank God for another day into my life and I pray His blessings today in Jesus' name. Okay. All right, I'm still sleepy. Wake up late and with kids now in a holiday, so it's a bit of chaos there. All right, so let's review on the news sides. We got Australia, New Zealand as today. We got that Australia, New Zealand. Maybe Australia has high impact about the news, and the rest of the day it is quiet. And nothing through this day. Hey, quiet. Just got my puppy here with me. Okay. Now let's review the chats from yesterday. See where are we at the moment. So that's the first one, Australian yen. So what we're looking here in specific is the key week that we want to be looking every day. So we want to no, you. We want to see this key week like that. So weeks like this one, weeks like that one over there, like this one over here, maybe that one, maybe that one. So among this key, from then on, what we want to be looking is what the index meter it does. Now, two things we're going to be using the index in here is very simple. And yesterday I explained about this one as well. And how we're gonna combine this one with that one over there. I'll show you later. So those key days. So this is definitely says like that's the way it looks that it goes. So today we're looking the Australian yen, how it goes, and that it is. So here's our entry. Nothing happened. The weekly strain is still on the strong side. So we just need to wait another. And that's a very prominent week in the Canadian yen. That's sort of an ABC formation over there. We got a Canadian. The yen is the weakest currency of all. We look in the red thing is very weak, and the yen is up. So therefore, yeah, it's matter even you don't even to check because whatever is happening is going to happen over there. So normally I like the fractal over there, and that's it. After that is nothing more that we can say or do. It's just matter of trusting. Why you are the other side? Trusting what is going to be happening, and that is quite. I start like it a lot. These Fibonacci setups, especially the first target, the market. Now, if I want, for example, I say I don't want to leave here. Maybe this is the target that will get the second target over there. There's no problem because the only thing you do is measure from there to there. Always a little bit there. So at 225 we want to take partial take profit. So we come over here and here it is 100. So I have 225. I'm going to take 50% off. So once is that in place, the only thing you do is removing that. So somewhere over there is very close. So assure me that 50% will go off from here. From there is a nice leg. Always I'm looking for that break. It's a nice leg, nice retracement, and I believe it's a nice entry in the right place on a ABC. So that's definitely is something that and we leave it over there. Then we have the euro yen again. What that week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. Beautiful setup. The European crosses moved very much last week. So Here we have the euro is sort of kind of in a neutral area, while the yen has a spike up and went down. So the yen is there. So euro yen is one to look at it, and after that it's just, yeah, look every day, if you want to, of course, and that's it. So make sure this is your stop loss, 130 pips. You can help with that. And if it is another fractal tomorrow there, I measure to the fractal, and then I can get a better entry. For example, here, that what my original trade would be 140. But once I come over there, I have a fractal, then I can measure to the fractal and say, yeah, here I want, 80 pips. So yeah, there's nothing that we can do with that. I just leave it alone and continue. Then we have a beautiful, that's a golden candle. A lot of candles is there. Pound New Zealand. Look what the pound New Zealand is being with it. So neutral. That's what I mean. That a strategy alone, just looking for send direction index, is actually should be a watch list, and wait for the day that the direction change. So, and there it is. That's the time to trade. And of course, pound New Zealand will demand a lot of pips for the stop loss. And there's two ways to really approach with when you have something like that. So at the moment it's coming down. So if we're looking from here to there, it's at 280 pips there. So that's, you can't help with this one. That's the way it is. This currency is very brutal. And anyway, so we leave it over there. But the other way it is, if you don't want to get 200, maybe you can get 70 of 80. I think 80 sounds good twice. So that's 160. So we gotta there and reduce the lot size, and then once it runs, you can add the lot size for that, because that's the pound New Zealand anyway. Australia, US, beautiful setup. Last week, it was quite choppy. We managed to enter, but we got to stop out with a small loss, and because of the volatility. So still looking to go long. I believe this one, if we put the Fibonacci here, we're looking for a um, quite long run for that one. And where are you? Yeah. So we go from there to there, and we squeeze a little bit more. There we are. So that's a nice break ABC candle over here. So the first tries failed, so I believe the next one would be good. And and there we are. And that's a nice target on the Fibonacci. I really enjoying the Fibonacci's targets. It's really and a very good way to, especially two targets. So the first target, you can set up once the entry is in place, so you can know the distance, so you can put the 50%, and then the last target, and as well the trailing stop with the 4 hours. That's a good way to do it. All right, so that's yeah, that's quite nice to do. So whatever we're looking, Fibonacci is normally, if we go there and we say that's a nice indication weekly bar, so we're wanting there, and we wanting, get out of here, and look what actually the market did play around and didn't go any more further. But I don't think so. We got this nearly 2 months there of volatility. I'm a person out of it there, and this is the benefits that we have with it, EA. I spoke yesterday with Shane. Shane is very exciting of the weekly candle close and things, how it's going to be running with the new EA. The back testing are coming very positive with the Don chain, as well with the pivot points and with the system together. So he will incorporate very much the weekly, this system over here, over there. We really try to automate our system. He said this is going to be something good in the future. U.S. Canadian. Now here we are. The market is it looks like it's playing around this level. The Canadian U.S. is weak. Canadian is strong. Here is displaying very clear. So that was a trade to be taken too. And when we come here, there it is. The market is breaking. That's a nice fractal. So after that, 60 pips comes over there. We don't have a Fibonacci. I don't know whether to do here. It just went nearly 100% retracement. I always like Fibonacci's with something that hasn't retraced 100%. When it comes to the 61, is good. Like in this case here, is quite nice there. Where are you? Get the wrong one. And yeah, so if we got somewhere over there, that's definitely the 161.8 always is a very incredible target. And I mean, you don't need to exit that one there, but if you get 50% of that position over there, is and this is on the daily time frame, so that's a nice ABC, and that's a nice, 335, and then the rest, can decide whatever they want to be do over there. So I don't have there. So the trade is on, the stop loss is in place, the target is over here, unless I got the big one over there, which will be, and this big one is different. If I get from there to here, because on here I have a nice cut. You see, the market, look where it's coming, the 61.80, bounce, 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 and it's having problems. So maybe this is the one. It tried to go here, it tried to go there, and now second, third time over here. And if we're looking now at that target, it will be, oh, again, I did it wrong. This one I have to change the side like the other ones over there. That's the way. And that it is. So that's it. The target is quite ambitious. Now, when I'm very close to the 250 pip level, I kind of like it there. As you look in this 250 has big value. When you're looking over there, it's being, what number is that? 20, a 1 to 70 must be. And it is been having some kind of importance value in the future. So what I normally like to do, try to make sure be close to that line. So it's very close to that, and the chances of getting 300 pips is no bad idea, and that's it. All right, so from then, take it or leave it, don't know, but we did the right thing. The weekly candle close, resistance levels, index meter, strength, and there we go, and trade and put the trade over there. And it's nothing that it can be done over there. Now the US Swiss got me entered there, got me into I always like to have that one at the initial stop loss. So I got a small loss, 17 pips, I think, last week over there. So I'm trying it again because the US is still weak. The Swiss is in the sort of strong side. And if you look in the Swiss over here, it's climbing up. This one is climbing down. So therefore it looks to me, doesn't look quite nice, this one over there. But anyways, it's a trade. At least it has lived over there, so it gave me quite confidence to do. So it's playing around, not much to do, and that's it. So that's all we can do it really at the moment. Just look over there and review. And that's our weekly candle close strategies that we have over there. Now, what I want to show you today is what I'm being looking entertaining about that. I always keep saying, about you don't need to trade, every single um, group that you want. You can, but it's not recommended over there. Now I want to looking, through here. So two things that I want to use in that the index meter trajectory. What I want to be looking is from Monday to Monday. All right. So I want to be looking what happened this Monday, what happened this Monday, what happened this Monday, what happened this Monday. So there are 6 trading days, which is quite good. Didn't get it there. And what I'm trying to look here, the moment that the market turns around, the moment that the market turns around. So this is my goal over here, to find, if I look over here, this is the 0, this is Monday to Monday, 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 and Monday to Monday. So it's a very different line, and I still try to work. I haven't talked to the person who helped me to do that. Can I have a weekly spreadsheet that I can only see Monday to Monday? What do you reckon, Richard? Is that possible to change it there? So this is for the daily, and to have one that is just displaying Monday to Monday. So it will be a line. Let me look at the other line because this is I'm not very good drawing. So it will be a line from here to there, to here, to here, to here, and then the next line will be here, and the next line over there, and the next line over there, and then possible the next Monday will be over there. What do you reckon, Richard? You think it's I'm not very good with Excel, but it's just an idea that. But let's look now these two major groups that I can say it has big value. Over here, if we're looking, for example, on the 19th of August, we see that the U.S. I don't know what was doing over here, but here we have Monday to Monday rising up. So when I look in the 19th of August, the September, August, 19th of August is there, and I can go over there and tied up this one because that's the 19th of August. So we got a dollar, very, very sort of kind of strong. So when I come over here, ooh, it's not that exciting, that dollar over there. But now, what is going to determine it for me to take this? That is, what is going to determine over there to take that is this here. Maybe that the shifting, that moving up is right over here. So it's not very significant move. So that's how I'm gonna combine. Look the moment that these things turn around, count over here and make sure that we are in the top 4 or top 5 so I can get into that move over there. Never mind, this is what it says it is, is looking the way up. So I'm gonna be looking the Euro US to go down, the pound US to go down. In this case, no. This one down, didn't go much. This one already running. US Canadian up is already in the way up. US Swiss up, it went down, and US yen up and it went down. So it seems like that moment it was. The yen is still strong, so we don't worry about the yen. Leave the yen alone. So I'm only looking for turning points. Now this is quite interesting, and again, the dollar has been have big. Richard said, yes, I think so. Just need to know who's imported that Excel anti-forward, and I'll look the data from Euro 8. Yeah, this is the biggest challenge I've been having. Richard said, yes, I think so. I think so. You just need someone who know how to import the data to Excel. NT4 can output the data from your EA. Yeah, I don't know. So here it is. One more week later, we got now that, what can I say over there? Look, this scan is a double top, double bottom. That's how the market sometimes react. We can't do anything more about it. And there it is. So we got the 26th of August. 26th of August. The yen is still in his way up, so we will not disturb the yen, but we will focus in there. So we're looking now with the euro to go long, and it didn't go. The pound to go long, it didn't go that week. Australian to go long, didn't show a strength. No, neither that. Short, not yet. Swiss, not yet. And here it was. So it seems like it was a bit of a headache through here. And then look what happened the following week. The yen continued, bumping from Monday to Monday to the same place over there. And here we have another recovery, 1 point rise up. So the second of there it is. So week by week. And there we have over here. So now this is up. We look in the euro to go short. My goodness, that's how we scratch our heads sometimes. The pound down, the Australian down, New Zealand down, Canadian up, and Swiss up, and the yen up, and there it is. So now the yen possible got one at least of all of them, And now when we're looking, there, we're looking only the U.S. at the moment, and we see over there what a beautiful candle over here, and that's our brick, you know, when we want to get into that trade anyway. So wow, it's been a bit of headache with this one, but now it changed again. Now here is interesting because in this night of the night, both index, the yen, and this is when you can trade now the correlation. This is when you can trade. If you have a trade the euro US, you can trade the euro yen. If you can trade the pound US, you can trade the pound yen, and so on, and all those trades over there. That is the moment that things are matching up. So when we're looking right there in the dollar, we're looking, and again, it's just one of those moments that, we scratch our head, like I said, and that's happened. So we're looking the euro US to go short. Uh, Sorry, euro US to go short, and again, we're still on the same pound short. Nothing Australian, nothing over there. New Zealand, a return there. Canadian, I didn't move this one. Night of the night. Sorry, that's euro. So we're looking to go short. It doesn't look to go short. Pound. It doesn't look to go short. Australia. No, sorry. The US is down. So sorry. The US is down. Yeah, that's the one. The euro. We're looking to go long. To know. Never happened the trade. So that. No, sorry. This is over here. So that it is. So through the whole week, volatility. When you see this kind of candles as well, we need to, especially towards the Friday. Um, it's a good idea. If nothing has happened through the week, Friday will not make a miracle to it. So this is maybe a good thing to be aware of always. So the pound US. So this one did not have problem. At least if it goes 100 pips, we can take 50% and then break even. The next one, Australia. Beautiful candle. That candle, you could say that, gee, this is the candle that is breaking everything, engulfing and everything, but the market has its own mind. The next week if possible would be a small loss in that. New Zealand, um, nothing happened through there. Canadian, we're looking to go short. Nothing happened through there. Maybe here will be triggered. And as I said, as soon the fractals is that, if this is my first, this is when I come in and move over there. I'm very cautious because if the market is gonna go, it's gonna go from here. So you don't need to wait for the market to come back and stop you out. It's better to move in the fractals. This is the only monitoring really what I do on a single day for this trade. US Swiss, no, doesn't look good, and US yen is just continuing his way up. Now we have that the yen as well is weak, and that's why the US is taking over, even if the US is weak. But now we look in the euro yen. So remember, if the euro US is in place, the euro yen will be in place too, and that's why. That's when the correlation works. So there was a big volatility over there. If the pound US is in place to do, the pound yen will be in place as well to do. And this is why I love these two groups. There is no other two groups that correlate that much. So I don't know if that is good news for anyone, but there is no other group that correlates that much as the two. And if you follow strictly that, you know, like I said, if we get 100 pips, 50%, and the rest we can put in the midline or that one over there, you won't get wrong. If the Australian US is ready to trade, Australian yen will be also. And then the Australian yen is already from the previous week running over there. And so yeah, this week didn't show. It shows quite good strength, but this is definitely the week over there. 120. If New Zealand is ready to trade, the New Zealand yen will be ready to trade too, and that it is. That's a fractal, always a safe fractal. I look for my entry, and that's it. Whatever is happening next is after the market. US Canadian is in place, so the Canadian yen will be going too, and it did in that case. Swiss yen, I don't look anymore, and That's because it's quite volatile. So that's a very crucial way there in and now look what the U.S. done here. While the yen continuing the U.S. has a turn. No, so now we enjoying the run of the dollar, whatever it's doing, but now it's turning on the 23rd, which is over here. Now it's turning on his way up, and again another, you know, there. So right over here we got it. So I don't know how hard could be, how hard could be, to look this one there. The correlation between the U.S. and the yen, that normally they both most of the time going in the same direction. When the U.S. is strong, the yen is strong. When the U.S. is weak, the yen is weak. So if I have a trade, the euro US, normally I would have a trade with the euro yen, then in the whatever direction. Look, if I have trade with the New Zealand yen, New Zealand US, normally I would have the New Zealand yen, and this is when we're looking over here. So we see, for example, in this week, the US is the one that is actually moving from 1, 2, 3, 4 points in 1 week. So, and when I come over here and the 23rd of on September, I'm looking that week over there. So I'm interesting for that one there, and then I'm gonna be looking now all the pairs. So the euro, I'm looking to go short, and there it is. So one short over here, break even, no big deal. Pound, and that it is. The EA entries over there, fractal, and it went to 100 pips before it rocked up the other way around. Australia, again, break even. New Zealand. Now, when it's 2 weeks, I do not recommend to pursue that. If we cannot get that with the index on the first week, the second week don't guarantee there. We got to be on that week over there. US Canadian didn't do much. US Swiss, no way, and US yen either as well. So yeah, that was the but the following week the yen actually turned around. Now we have both going together. If you're looking, just looking over there how much these lines actually correlates one another. So the same direction. That's how normally they work. They were going in the same direction over there. Now on the 30th of September, they both are in the same place. So right over here is when we're looking and say, yep, what is the dollar? Not the dollar, the yen. So the yen we're looking over here. So the now both has the same direction. Maybe we're looking with a euro yen. Over there, not really much. Pound yen already with this one. There it is. Australian yen. Not really with a candle like that. Not really with that. No, with that one, the commodities were strong, and as well with the Swiss over here. So we continue looking. That's still in the way up, but on the 14th of October. So I'm looking at what happened just this year. We got both has dropping down. So this is the time, Richard, when if you looking to trade the euro US, you can trade the euro yen. If you look into, in this case would be long the euro US, so you will be looking go long the euro yen. So in these 3 weeks, there is when the party has begun. And if we're looking there, the dollar is actually right over here into that moment that it is that it is. So on the 14th of October, we have a clear decisions what is happened from there. So therefore, we look in the euro US, we look in the pound US, we look in the Australian US, New Zealand, US, Canadian, US Swiss, US yen, and so now we look in the euro yen. Now we look in the pound yen. Now we look in the Australian yen. Now we look in the New Zealand yen, Canadian yen, and the Swiss yen. So this is the time when you see these two guys together, is when you see something is happening over there. Okay. And yep, so that would be all for today. So looking through these guys is always gonna be very important. If you don't want to trade anything more, which is say, you don't need to trade more than that. This will give us more than the enough. That's a very very good way to look at it. That the trade. If we look in the last, even the 1201, which is right over here, still not having a day down. But if I look in the following week, so by that time I got already a break. We got over there, and and the yen especially, is in there the 9. The dollar has collapsed over there, and from here, the euro has take over, the pound has take over, the Australia has take over from there. um, New Zealand same, um, Canadian, Swiss, and yen. Now the yen normally, when both are in the same direction, the yen tend to. You should see the US yen normally is hard to catch because of the strength of this currency. Normally, tend to go into very long time of sideways market. But when it breaks, it moves as well, this one over there. All right, my friends, we see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Take care of yourself. I hope so everyone enjoying today. But yeah, just we'll look in the weekly kind of close, and I believe before the December we will have the new EA that GMT is doing at the moment, and it was very exciting yesterday. The features and the back testing they're doing is quite impressed the results that we're getting from there. Okay, so take care of yourself and have a good day. Cheers and bye.